But he was a member of the Knights of the Golden Circle, and that was set up in Booth, yeah.
Okay.
I think all of the executives, all of the top brass of the Confederacy were all high
What was
initiates.
the Knights of the Golden Circle?
It was set up in 1852. You can probably Google that. It was set up in 1852. I think that it seems to overlap with the co-founding of the B'nai B'rith, which was set up in 1852 as well.
Okay.
Or 1854, yeah.
Secret Society founded in 1854 by American George Bickley.
Yeah, there you go.
Its objective initially was to expand the United States into Latin America, adding slave states and ensuring the permanent continuance of slavery.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's where they began their attempted takeover of Cuba, which was supposed to be, if you look at the graphs that they published for their own membership, it basically featured a golden circle geographically, right? And it basically has Cuba as the center, sort of headquarters of this emergent island empire.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it would involve...
And they think Atlantis is near Cuba too.
Yeah.
Wow, what's that about?
Probably no coincidence.
What the fuck, dude?
So...
We need Kurt. We got to phone Kurt.
Yeah, bring Kurt on fast. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there it is, yes.
Oh, wow.
Right, there it is. Yeah, so that's what they wanted. Had they succeeded in properly seceding from the Union, their next step, people say, oh, they were just going to be left alone. They weren't going to cause anybody any problems. It's like, no, they actually had a stated goal of continuing.
There are so many deep underwater ruins right in the center of that area of Cuba, too.
Yep.
And that's where that includes Bimini Road, where some people like Graham Hancock think that was, but I don't know. That's interesting. Very interesting that I had no idea about this.
It causes me a little bit of concern to see the amount of emphasis placed upon today's ambition to create like a new Technate, right? A new North American Technate with Cuba and U.S. dominance in Venezuela.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's not a coincidence. Albert Pike was a very, very high level member of the Golden Circle as well, and Albert Pike's role in reshaping or reconstituting the southern branch of the Scottish Rite is not insignificant. His role in also influencing the creation of the KKK. Mm-hmm. And the Ku Klux Klan is actually related directly to the Golden Circle, because Ku Klux in Greek means circle.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just sort of a rebranding in my mind. Wow. They had according to their own estimates, there were about 80,000 members of this secret order in the 1850s, probably a few more even by the time the Civil War began. And like Pike had, even though he was dead by this time, his statue, right, was set up in Washington, D.C. in 1902, right at the same moment that McKinley was killed. And McKinley was, I think, the last authentic Lincoln Republican who was trying to revive Lincoln's true policies. Mm-hmm. Lincoln was so when McKinley was killed by an anarchist assassin right in 1902, immediately the Albert Pike statue was erected with the arrival of Teddy Roosevelt into power. And Teddy Roosevelt begins the big stick diplomacy. So he's the guy who now first comes out really embracing the Roosevelt corollary to the Monroe Doctrine.
Right. And
starts using that as a justification to expand the influence of the military-industrial complex, the Rockefeller big oil operation everywhere across Latin America. And I think that influence is still there, considering that there's a huge rehabilitation of Teddy Rooseveltism currently under the current administration. So and also the fact that Albert Pike's statue, which was taken down some years back, was just reinstated in, I think it was July of 2025.
What?
Yeah.